Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back for the fourth update, I believe, for my whole collection, Project Pan 2021. This project was created by Becky Loves Kanga and it is a bit of a collab. We're not all updating on the same days, but we are supporting each other and there's a bunch of ladies doing this project all together, which is a lot of fun because this project is really challenging. You randomize 10 products from your whole beauty collection to work on. Now for me, I have split it down the middle for project 10 uses and then the more traditional whole collection project pan just help me rotate through my collection a bit more. My focus this year with my project panning is getting use out of more of my collection because a lot of it went untouched in 2020 and that needs to be fixed immediately. I can't have makeup just sitting untouched, especially if it's open and has been used years prior. Like, that just feels really gross to me. So the 10 uses portion of this project is just helping me with that a little bit more. Now, I was really late on a lot of my updates last month, so I actually haven't had a lot of time since the last update with these products because I'm also, for once, filming ahead of schedule. I'm attempting to turn a new leaf in May. It's only the 2nd, but so far I'm doing great. All that rambling aside, I'm going to hop in with the more traditional side first this month. I can't remember what order I did it last time, but doesn't matter. Because I haven't had a lot of time with these products, I actually don't think I used a lot of things. So I'm going to breeze through these products pretty quickly. The Makeup Forever liquid lipstick in the shade 105, the super deep mauve shade, I have not used. I still plan on attempting to use this as liner. My goal is to finish this, but to be honest, I have my eyes set on the 6-month refresh for the July update and I think I'm going to make some changes to this project then. Same with the Tarte Beach Babe lipstick. I don't believe I've used this at all, maybe once. So there's going to be no progress on that. Still haven't used the NYC Sun and Bronze. My goal last time was to actually reach for this. The Body Shop Honey Bronzer is still holding on. We'll talk about that in the Panner's Pan update. I've only used my nail polish one more additional time and it fell over in my little bin. I'm about down to here. My goal is to finish it because it's in this part of the project. That's not going to happen. I'm not really getting bored of it. I talked about this last update. I really enjoy it. It's like a very almost white, but it's kind of like pink toned and I love it. It's a very classic color. I have it on my toes right now. I haven't been painting my nails because I've been doing a ton of gardening, which has just filled my soul up so much lately. I haven't bothered painting my nails, like my fingernails, because I'm just digging in the soil a lot, like basically whenever I get a chance. So where was I going with that? I'm not getting sick of this color. Hornet. I'm not getting sick of this color. It's more that I'm feeling bad that I'm never using any other color, if that makes sense. I also have not used my ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Taurus since the last update. The product I pulled last month was this little sample of the Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana cream, and technically it was rolled in for my 10 uses side, but I just said I would finish it and it only lasted about 3.5 uses anyways. It was small. It was 7.5 milliliters or 0.25 fluid ounces of product, so of course I could have finished this off even if it took, 11, 12 uses. It would have been fine. I do not like this scent. It smells better like smelling it in the packaging here, but when it like warmed up on my skin, I could not help but feel like I smelled like movie theater butter popcorn. I couldn't get past it. I'm happy that this is the only product of this scent that I have, and I'm glad to have an empty. So this is technically the 6th product in this category. So to replace it, I'm not necessarily going to put it in this category. It might end up in the product 10 uses. We'll just see, you know, what Pretty Random has in store for me, but this is one product that I will be rolling out. Now hopping over to the 10 uses portion of my project. I only have 4 products on this side because, like I said, I actually finished off my lotion. First off, I have my Smashbox Cali Contour palette, and the shade was randomized in this as well, and it was unfortunately the only shade that is not suited to my skin tone. However, I have been using this as an eyeshadow, and I'm up to 7 uses, just 3 more times, and I'll be able to roll this out. While this has been in my everyday makeup drawer, I have been able to use a couple of the other shades occasionally as well. Of course, I'm working on powders and blushes and bronzers in my other projects and highlights. But yes, I am using this as an eyeshadow and only need 3 more uses. I have not used the Finding Ferdinand lipstick in Nob Hill Red since the last update, which I really should. Red lipsticks, I love the way they look when I plan my look around it, but it just always slips my mind, and it's not something that I usually apply my lip product last, and it's not something I apply randomly. I don't know how to explain it. Like, once I have done my eyeshadow, I rarely think, you know what would look good with this? A red lipstick. I usually reach for like a mauve or a nude. Like right now I have the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Stone, and then topped with a lipstick that's in another project. And like this look, I don't feel like I would want a super pinky red bright lipstick. I don't know. I need to get over that, and I need to use it because I'm at 4 uses with this guy. Speaking of the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Stone, today is the last day. I have used this liquid lipstick 10 times. I'm really happy with that. I love this formula. I would have rolled this out last time had I been able to find it, but Emmett had hid this on me underneath my husband's dresser and I couldn't find it for like 3.5 weeks. So it was no problem to use this 10 times. I'm really happy with that, and we'll be rolling this out of the project. Lastly, I have the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Boots. It's this very vibrant hot pink liner, and I've used this 6 times. I'm making great progress on this for this not to be like an everyday type of product. I've had a lot of fun incorporating this in my more peachy looks that I've been panning with Pan Those eyeshadows. I have 2 peach shades in there, and then I also pulled in the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette to deck of panning. So I'm having a lot of fun with like peach looks, and either this in the waterline or using this as a wing as well. I'm really enjoying this. I have used this a ton this year because I was using it a bunch previous to pulling it randomly into this project. So I'm very satisfied with my 6 uses, only 4 more to go. The 10 uses are obviously going to be like rolled out more frequently than the other half of this project. I knew that going into it, but I still kind of feel bad about the other products. But maybe, I'm just looking at my notes, maybe I could have 2 rollouts for next time as well. That would be great. My goal is to always roll out 1 product per project update, but we will be rolling out 2 this update because I finished off my Coco Cabana sample and used this liquid lipstick 10 times. Now, this was the 6th item in my finish / pan category, and so depending on what I pull, I might put both of them in the 10 uses to bump that category back up to 5. if that makes sense. Also, something I was thinking about, which I wouldn't actually change the rules until the 6-month refresh if I choose to. I was thinking, so last time, for example, I was pulling for the 10 uses category, but got this. Obviously, I could finish this. What would be your feelings on then moving one of the finish / pan products over to the 10 uses? For example, there's no way I'm going to finish this liquid lipstick. I'm not really enjoying the color at this time, but I could get 10 uses out of it. It doesn't count for this time. I'm just talking through what I was thinking about last update. So this got rolled into the finish section half of this project, and I was wondering if then, because the category was at 6, I could move one product over to the 10 uses, and then it would be an additional 10 uses, not like, oh, I've already used this 3 times, now 7 more, if you know what I mean. Just spitballing. I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts on that. I don't even know if that was coherent and made any sense. Like if I should keep things an equal 5 to 5. So now I need my pretty random app. I'm not sure if my number in here is completely correct. We'll just have to see. I have in from 2 to 620. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Okay. 405. I always say 400 and I know that isn't actually correct. And the next number is 444. I did forget to mention I didn't want to be working on more than 2 per product category, which I didn't have that. I didn't think of that in my intro, even though that has been a rule for me last year. So I didn't want to pull any lip products. The 2 products I pulled, it doesn't matter, but I did just want to mention my rules. So the first number was a powder. I'm working on 3 powders already, so I'm really glad. I am going to put both of these products into the 10 uses portion to bump that back up to 5. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. It is a mini. I really enjoy this powder. I do not enjoy Hourglass at the moment. It's pretty full. It's very smoothing on the skin. I think it's a bit mattifying if I remember correctly, though I am really enjoying the more dewy look, but that's fine. 10 uses on this guy. And then I did pull in another nail polish. I will need to shake it up, but it's from OPI and it's Suzi Shops and Island Hops. It is a beautiful springy light pink shade. This is a really fitting time to pull a product like this. However, like I said, I haven't been painting my nails, but just knowing I only need 10 uses, I definitely think I can do that. So goals for next time. I am working on 3 powders. However, knowing I only need 10 uses on this might tempt me to just knock those 10 uses out and then refocus on my other powders. I'm not making any promises, but it would be really awesome if I could do that. And like I already mentioned, just 3 more uses on the bronze highlighter shade in this should be no problem at all. And maybe even 4 more uses on this pink eyeliner. I'm not really sure. I'm feeling really good about my selection of products. I do now have 2 nail polishes in here. One is to finish, which again, probably not going to happen, and a powder, which is not the greatest product choice for me right now. I have a powder, a loose powder in Deck of Panning, a pressed powder in the Panner's Pan, and a pressed powder in my Graveyard Project pan. I don't even have that many powders in my actual collection, so it's fine. I need to be working them out anyways. I really love that this project is completely randomized. It allows me to work on products that I would never have chosen to put in a project myself. Like, I never work on nail polishes. Project polish just isn't for me, so having it in a project such as this gives me the motivation to work on them. I do have over 50 nail polishes, which is absolutely ridiculous for someone that doesn't even paint their nails all that often. So I'm happy to be working on them, chipping away at them bit by bit. Even if it's 10 uses at a time, that's great. And the Hourglass powder I haven't reached for in a really long time. So again, it's good to bring that to the forefront and use it. I'm just gonna check my makeup tracking and see how many times. I only reached for this powder 3 times in the last year. Isn't that crazy? However, like, looking at my makeup tracking, like, I used the e.l.f. HD loose powder 100 times. I've used the Bare Minerals powder I have like 65 times. So I do use powder, but I just don't use them equally. That's it for today's project pan update. I'm really happy that I am continually rolling in new things into this project. The 10 uses has been really successful for me and really helps me rotate through my collection. So even though it deviates from the original structure of this project pan, it allows me to do this project with my friends and still have the completely roulette style. And I've just combined it with the Project 10 Uses roulette style, and it's working out really great for me instead of doing like 2 separate videos. You know what I mean? If you did enjoy today's update, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.